Oh, hi to all of you guys. I hope all of you guys are doing well in the current virus situation, and I wish all of you guys to stay healthy, stay safe, and also to maybe stay at home in the current moment. So yep, today I'm gonna share with you guys my 100% IV legendary Pokemon collection after playing Pokemon GO for more than 3 years and doing legendary raids for 2 years plus. So before I begin, I'm going to show you guys this, my total battle legend count, which is basically the number of legendary raids that I've done ever since legendary raids were available in the year 2017 in June. Yep. So I'm at 15,864. How did I manage to do so many raids is because I averaged around 40 raids per day. Doing that for a year and a half, and I had to eat bread and just drink plain water for a year to have enough money to do that. No, I'm just kidding, obviously not. If I were to do that, I wouldn't be this fat. Okay, I definitely would be thinner, much thinner, because just eating bread and plain water alone, yeah, I think I would have lost weight. But anyway, we are gonna look at those 100% IV and also legendary Pokemon now. So every single legendary 100% IV Pokemon has a story behind it, and I'm gonna share with you guys most of them, especially the interesting ones. So before we begin, I'm gonna sort by recent so that it allows me to have a better timeline. You guys might have seen the Shando Cobalion on the top left already, but we will come to that at the very end, so stay till the very end and you guys will know the story behind it. So yes, okay, when legendary raids first came out in the year 2017, actually in July, not in June. Alright, I was in Chicago. I went there for Go Fest, the first ever Go Fest in 2017, and for those of you who remember, it was a failed Go Fest because the network was atrocious, but nevertheless, I'm very sure a lot of people enjoyed themselves, including myself, because we got to finally meet people who are like-minded and love this game, Pokemon GO, as much as we do, and to finally see the very first legendary bird, Articuno, with Lugia being released into the wild, or should I say released into the raids, we got very even more excited. But yeah, the very first 100% IV, this is 100%. If you guys do not know what 100% means, it means it has perfect stats, attack, defense, and HP. Okay, Articuno that I caught when I was in Chicago, and it was within the 2-mile radius from where the event was held at Grand Park, and that means that any legendary raid that you do within the 2-mile radius was 100% catch rate. And when I caught this Articuno, alright, I just threw one ball and I was like, oh yeah, it's 100% catch rate. I totally forgot. Yep. And I posted up on my social media every single 100% IV legendary that you guys are gonna see, those that I've caught for the very first time, I have posted up on my social media. But when I've caught my second or third or fifth or whatever 100% specific species Pokemon, I don't usually post anymore. So yes, this was the very first one that I caught when I was in Chicago. Like I said, I enjoyed myself a lot over there. Lugia was together with the Articuno at that point of time, and at that point of time, I raided with my group of friends, my verified 40 people, and we raided from when the event ended till around night time, and we grinded. Right, I was driving at that point of time in Chicago. I rented a car, and we grinded till around like 4 or 5 a.m. and then we realized the eggs were spawning again. So we went on to raid again. At that point of time, we didn't even sleep at all, to say the least. And we continued raiding again the next day. So it was really intense. It was really insane. But I managed to catch my very first 100% IV Articuno, yes, in Chicago. So when I came back to Singapore, alright, 1 month later, Moltres was released as the second legendary bird for raids. And yes, I got my very first one when I was in Singapore. And this was caught when I was in Geylang. Geylang is actually the red light district of Singapore. If I'm not mistaken, this was on the very last day of that particular Moltres. I also can't remember. Yeah, so Moltres month, and yeah, I was really happy to get this. Also at the same time, a bit disappointed that it's not that good because yeah, it's not Shadow. By the way, Shadow Legendary, they are usually stronger than the Legendary non-Shadow form 100% IV, so yeah, I need to upgrade. So anyway, we're gonna go into the next one, Zapdos. Zapdos, this raid was done like almost outside of my house. Siglap over there, and I caught this when we were already at the next raid. At that point of time, we already know of Tap and Go. In fact, we know of Tap and Go on the second day when raids were released in June for Tier 1 to Tier 4, and we were already doing Tap and Go. So Zapdos was already out, I think like 3 months or 3.5 months after raids were released. So we tapped and go to the next raid, and the next raid was at Marine Crescent, which was at Anne's house, and I caught this when I was at Anne's house, just below her block. So the next one is Lugia, and Lugia to me was one of the worst. Seriously, was the worst. It was one of the worst legendary to catch because you know you cannot circle lock Lugia at all. Okay, because when you circle lock and it does its attack animation, you try to throw the ball. After it's done its animation, there's like a 99% chance that it will do a double attack. Okay, maybe not 99%, but a very high percentage that you do a second attack and it will knock the ball away. So I told my friends, I say that I think for Lugia we have to just confidently throw excellent. We just have to, you know, spin the ball, don't even circle lock, and just confidently throw and get the excellent. And that's how I managed to get my very first 100% Lugia. So the next one, the Moltres again. Yes, this Moltres was caught in Singapore again. My second 100% IV Moltres, which it was just I also cannot remember where this was. You know, the first one was the most significant one. That's where I remember. And then second 100% IV Articuno, which was at Pasir Panjang. Also raiding everywhere, like in Singapore, wherever I could go. And this was actually my third 100% IV Articuno that I've seen. I lost the second one when I was raiding in Marine Terrace, which is also near my grind route, which is also near Anne's house. Yep, I do have a picture of it. It ran away. It's very sad. I don't want to look at it. Yeah. So anyway, Suicune. Okay, this Suicune was caught at one of the MRT station near Little India. And yeah, I do have that picture even posted up on my social media. I was still wearing like a light blue Mickey Mouse t-shirt. I still remember that. Yeah, my very first 100% IV Suicune. And then I saw a second one when I went to Kuala Lumpur to meet up with Isaac and his friends. And guess where is it? It's roaming somewhere in the wild because it ran away. Okay? So 100% Raikou. When Raikou came out, right, I was going crazy for Raikou. I was telling myself that I want to get 6 100% IV Raikous because Raikou at that point of time was the best electric type Pokemon. And the very first one that I caught was this on the very first day when Raikou came into Pokemon GO. And that was also the X-Raid, the first day I think X-Raid for Mewtwo also. So I attended the X-Raid at Marine Crescent, not to participate in it, but to show my support to the people over there. Although I already gotten my Mewtwo because I went for the Yokohama event in Japan. And then we went to do a couple of raids. On the second raid that I did, alright, I got this and I caught it on the second ball. So I was like, okay, cool, my first 100% Raikou. I caught it on the first day on the second raid. I was like, wow. Just to let you guys know, the first raid that we did, and she actually got 100% Raikou and just ran away. Yeah, ouch, I remember that. Then the second raid mine came and she was like, oh, so looks like the 100% IV Raikou went to you instead. I was like, I'm sorry. Okay, back to the Suicune. I just remember though. I told you guys that I lost my second Suicune in Kuala Lumpur, right? I forgot to let you guys know that on the last day of Suicune, I actually saw a 100% IV Suicune also. And I had 12 balls. It was the very last raid that I did. We were about to go to have dinner. I was with Adeline, I was with my friends, and we were going to celebrate Adeline's birthday. And what happened was, I had 12 balls. I stopped the car, and I used Golden Raspberry, obviously, because it's a 100% IV Pokemon. And excellent throw all the way, perfect throws, but the ball wasn't shaking. My car was stopped. I stopped for a good 10 minutes, and it ran away. We had video evidence, you know, I asked Adeline to like video to shoot that the Suicune was going to run away because the ball wasn't shaking at all, and I know that there was a glitch. So what I did was I took a screenshot of my third 100% IV Suicune running away, alright, on the journal. I took a screenshot of that, and I sent a report to Niantic. Okay, I sent a report to Niantic stating that, you know, I had 12 balls and I was throwing perfect throws. My 100% IV Suicune legendary Pokemon ran away. Is there something wrong? Because the ball just landed on the ground, it did not shake at all, and it just burst out from the ball, and I was stationary. So they replied back to me, template reply obviously, stating that, you know, I should throw properly, this and that, use golden berries, And then, just the next day, I was rewarded with the 100% Raikou. If you ask me if it's coincidental, I'm not too sure. It's not the first time that I've heard this, and in fact done this. Because a lot of my friends who actually lost their 100% IV Pokemon, their legendary, because of the no shake glitch, they actually did write into Niantic, and the next day or the next day they get rewarded with something amazing, and it's usually caught in 1 or 2 balls. I'm not too sure why. So anyway, we're gonna go into the second Raikou that I'm gonna show you guys now. Okay, yep, this second Raikou I went after it, just 6 days after I caught the very first one, and then the third Raikou, 1 week after that I caught my third 100% Raikou, and then just 4 days later I caught my fourth 100% Raikou, which I have maxed out obviously, and also am using it for Master League with Shadow Ball. But the thing is, yeah, this is the one that I caught when I was in Malaysia. I forgot to let you guys know. I caught this in Malaysia when I went there to KL. I do have photos on my social media, so if you guys want to see. And I was bald at that point of time. I cut my hair bald. I was wearing my red Veiler t-shirt. And I went there, and then I got this 100% Raikou. We took a group picture, and after taking the group picture in AR mode, obviously everybody had to crowd around me to watch me catch it. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody crowd around me. They gave me ample space to catch this Raikou, and I caught it. So anyway, I actually also lost 3 Raikous after catching the 4th Raikou. On the second last day, I saw a 100% Raikou also, of a Raikou Red Month, and it ran away. On the last day of Raikou Red Month, I saw 2. Not back to back, but still they ran away. Otherwise I would have 7. So next one, after that, and they came, and till today, till this point of time, you know, I actually told myself that I want to get 100% IV for every single legendary that they have ever released, and I have done it till to date. Not today, but I mean till that particular date. And you guys will see it as we go along. So this Entei, I caught it in Singapore. Yep. Didn't travel much at the point of time. I only traveled to Go Fest in Chicago and also to Yokohama at that point of time. So I didn't really travel to a lot of places to do raids, like wherever that I traveled to. And then the second Entei came more than 2 weeks after that. It was insane. I was raiding hard for Entei though, not too sure why I wanted to go after this lousy, you know, actually it's not too lousy, it's actually quite okay. It's a very tanky fire type Pokemon. I got my third one. And yeah, Entei wise, I actually got 2 Enteis back to back. 100% IVs. Both ran. Painful? Yes. Do I care about it? Now, no. So let's look at Groudon. Groudon wise, you know, it came in December when Nick, Trainer Tips, he was here in Singapore, and we did the 50 raids in a day at that point of time. I was going hard for Groudon because I know Groudon is a very, very, very good legendary Pokemon together with Kyogre. Though I favor Kyogre more than Groudon. Yep, a bit biasness there, but too bad. So despite it being red, despite it being my team color, but I like Kyogre more. Not because it's blue, but because it's just Kyogre. So yeah, got my very first one on the 27th of December, and then just 3 weeks later, I got my second 100% Groudon. I did not, have too much luck with Groudon. In fact, I just got 2 only, and that's all. Done more than 1,000 raids for Groudon. I believe I lost one Groudon. Yeah, one Groudon ran away. So, too bad. 100% Groudon ran away. So the next one is going to be this Kyogre that I got after raiding Kyogre for 3.5 weeks straight, doing more than 800 raids to finally see my very first 100% IV Kyogre. 2328. I will never forget that number. Okay? And I caught it with my group of friends surrounding me, and some of them already had like 300 or 400% IV Kyogres. And for them to see me putting in so much effort to do like more than 800 raids to get my very first 100% IV Kyogre, they were feeling so much happier for me than for themselves getting their 5th or 600% Kyogre. So yes, this was the one that I put in so much effort for, and I really, really wanted to get it. And I managed to get it. Not one, not two, I'm sorry. There'll be more later. Yeah, later you guys will see. I actually do have 6 100% Kyogres. So anyway, the next Kyogre came just 4 days later. And then I actually lost 2 Kyogres in between. So would have been 8 if I managed to catch those 2, but too bad. Yeah. So the next one is going to be the Rayquaza. Rayquaza also, I took quite a few days to actually manage to get my very first 100% IV Rayquaza. And when I caught this, I didn't really feel too excited as compared to the Kyogre when I caught the first 100% Kyogre. I mean, I was still excited catching my very first 100% Rayquaza, and I still remember the scene very, 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 very like clearly. Like everything, all the first, legendary 100% of that particular species. I can remember exactly where I caught them, how I caught them, who I was with, etc. But there's no point mentioning to you guys. It's just that everything is just replaying and going on in my mind. All the flashbacks are coming to me. So anyway, second 100% IV Rayquaza, okay, that was caught just 6 days after that. And then 1 month after that, yep, the Rayquaza came again. I think this was the month that it was double XP, I think. Double XP for Rayquaza, yep, in February, if I'm not mistaken. And then yeah, I was still trying to go after even more raids and do as many raids because I wanted to gain as much XP as I could, not only for myself but for my team. That's why we went crazy for it. But much, Rayquaza, more raids again. And then Lugia came back again, and I caught another 100% IV. Didn't max this one out though, just keeping it there for fun. And then we're gonna go into Latias. Latias came, and then I was together with a friend from Canada. His name is Marty, and we actually went raiding together with another friend from Poland, Lucas. So the 3 of us together with 2 of my friends, we actually went raiding for Latias, and I managed to get myself 100% Latias, and then a second one. And then I did not power this one up because Latias is not good. And then later Latios came in, and then I powered up not this, but where's the other one? Aha, I powered up the next one. So I have 2 Latios and Latias. Okay, so yes, we're gonna talk about the next one. This 100% IV Zapdos. Okay, that is level 15. It is from the Breakthrough Research. Okay, location not showing. It's fine. And yeah, I was so happy that I got this. It was all posted on my social media. So everything that, like I said, all the first one, they were all posted on my social media. And Ho-Oh, this stupid bird. Okay, let me tell you guys what happened. During this point of time, I was trying to go after 100% Ho-Oh. And my first 100% Ho-Oh, 2222 CP. Okay, I saw it when I was at Ubi Avenue. Can't remember, but one of the blocks over there. And I had 14 balls. Took 7 minutes to perfect throw all the balls, and it ran away. So the second one came in after the few days later, and I managed to get it. And that's the only 100% Ho-Oh I got. That's so pathetic. But anyway, yep, the second 100% Latios is there. Yep, the next Kyogre, the third Kyogre, okay, that I got. And then the fourth Kyogre that I got, 100%. And then the fifth Kyogre that I got, the 100%. You guys can still see that I do have 1,129 candies for Kyogre despite maxing out 6, and even for my Rayquaza. It's because I've been telling my team, I've been telling Auntie Gladys and then Leo has told them, prepare 1,500 extra candies, okay, for your 6 maxed out legendary of that species, just in case they increase the level to level 50. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen for now. So anyway, Regice was caught in Singapore, and I wasn't too happy when I caught this. I was telling myself, crap, I do not want this legendary, but yep, it's a hundo, sure. And then a second one came in just, I think, 2 days after that. Yep, that's crazy luck for me. And then just 5 days later, another Regice again, a third Regice, like seriously. And then this is going to be even worse. Okay, Registeel, I caught this when I was in Kansas City, and I did this raid with Andreas just before I met up with his crew. And then this one also just before I met up with his crew. We got 2, okay, 2 on the same day. You guys can see the date there, 21st of July. This was caught after Go Fest when I went for my 1-month trip, my US Pogo tour. Yeah, when I got 2 in 1 day, seriously, that's so stupid. And then the next day when I went raiding with them, we did more than 100 raids and we got a second one again. And then a third one again. This third one was caught where again? I was kind of Toronto, when I went to meet up with King, together with the V40 people. And yeah, but it was another 100%. I didn't want to get it, but yeah, okay. Okay, anyway, 1 is enough. I mean, it's good for Ultra League, but yeah, it's just overkill. Oh yeah, I just realized I have another Ho-Oh. Yeah, I forgot that I caught 2 Ho-Ohs. So yes, this is my second 100% Ho-Oh. Okay, and it's no longer 2222, it's 2207 because the IVs, the CP, everything, the stats changed. So yes, the next one is going to be Regirock. Okay, it's cool. Location not showing again. Yeah, and then the next one is going to be Zapdos Thunder Shock. This was the Zapdos with the exclusive move Thunder Shock. I was really happy to get this. I didn't get a hundo when I was reading the Zapdos raid day with Andreas in Kansas City. Too bad. And then Moltres raid day, I got myself another 100% with Wing Attack and Sky Attack. That was the one that I was really happy to get. Yep, and then Mewtwo. This was the month that Mewtwo came for the Ultra month bonus back in 2018. And I got this, I think, on the 4th day or 5th day of playing Mewtwo, or maybe 7th day of playing Mewtwo raid day. And then 2 days later, my account got suspended for 1 month. I was trying to go after 600% Mewtwo's, but unfortunately I couldn't because yeah, I was out from the game for 1 month. Oops, sorry, not supposed to press X. So anyway, next one, where are we? Here. Okay, so Rayquaza, back to Rayquaza. I think this is my 4th Rayquaza already. Yeah, Rayquaza came back, and there was a shiny variance, I think, and yep, managed to do that. And then the 5th one, I think this is 5th or 4th, I can't remember. Then Dialga came, and I didn't know how good Dialga was. And then it was too late that I realized that it was good. And then, you know, after doing a couple of Dialga raids, I think just 130 something, I got my very first 100% Dialga. Yep, really happy to get that. And then the second one was traded to me from Auntie Gladys, not even a lucky trade or anything. Okay, it was very lucky for me. And this was, I think, within the same week. Was it? Yeah, I think it was within the same week. If I'm not mistaken, it was just 2 or 3 days apart. You guys can see everything on my social media if you guys want to. But Giratina, this one, the very first one, was caught in KL when I was with Isaac, and we did a raid at Uptown Damansara, and then eventually I got this 100% IV Giratina, my very first one, after doing like a couple of raids in Singapore. I think close to 200 raids in Singapore, and I didn't get one at all. And then Uxie, this one was caught in Singapore. not the 100% legendary that I really wanted to go for, but yep, got it still. And then Crusalia, I think this was the time that it came back for the second time. I managed to get my very first 100% IV Crusalia. The very first time that it came back, it came out, I did not get it at all. Yep, location not showing again. And this Kyogre is the one that's really special. Oh, why? Look at the date, 23rd of June 2019. That was the time when I was in Indonesia, in Jakarta, with Vivi and her crew. That was when I completed my very first 100% IV set of 6 Pokemons. Yes, Kyogre. And then Armored Mewtwo came, okay, when I was in Australia. Alright, and I got myself not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 100% Armored Mewtwo, okay? All from Australia. And then this was also the special one, my number 6, 100% IV Rayquaza. When I caught it with Lucas in Cebu City, Mandawi City. And yeah, I maxed it out. I have 6 maxed out Rayquaza, 6 maxed out Kyogres. Do I want to go for a Shundo? No. Okay, Cobalion now though. This was also caught in Cebu City when I was with Lucas. We did only 1 raid, okay, 1 Cobalion raid when I was in Cebu City. I got a Hundo. Ask me why, I'm not sure. Maybe Cobalion loves me. So anyway, Heatran. Now it's time for Heatran. Heatran wise, I did like around 300 plus raids to get my very first Hundo. The first time when it came out, I did not get a Hundo. The second time that it came back out again with the Flamethrower, I managed to get not 1, but 2 100% IV Heatran. I may want to max this one out also because I actually want to have one with Flamethrower and Iron Head for PvP. This is for Master League. And maybe even one with Flamethrower and Stone Edge for useful situations such as taking down Arlo. Yep, Stone Edge is better to take down Dragonite and also Salamence as its last Pokemon. So I mean, I'm gonna max that out. So anyway, the next one is Tornadorus. Alright, I have not maxed this one out yet. Caught it when I was in Singapore doing Go Battle. I got this from Go Battle, guys. You guys may have already seen it from my social media, but seriously, Go Battle. And then the last and final one, okay? Cobalion Shundo, my very first and only Shundo Pokemon. Okay, when I got this, I was in a car with Auntie Gladys and Leo, and I didn't know it was a Shundo, and Darwin as well, and I didn't know it was a Shundo. I saw it was a shiny, okay, I just throw a ball and I was still driving, and then eventually when I appraised with the 4-star, I was like, why is that Cobalion appearing on the top over there? So I was like, okay, cool, and with Sacred Sword also. So yes, I have a total of 61 legendary 100% IV Pokemon, and that's all that I have to showcase to you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed looking at them. So I'd like to let you guys know that I'm not here to like show off to you guys my collection or whatsoever, because some of you guys might feel disheartened when you guys see all this, but I just want to let you guys have a glimpse of what I have caught over the years of playing Pokemon GO for more than 3 years, especially raiding for almost 3 years for legendary raids. And some of you guys might be curious as to what I have powered up, what I have caught, and also what I've not gotten. Yep. 100% Azelf and 100% Mesprit. When are they coming over to Singapore? Yep. They have not come over yet, so I can't rate them. I can't rate them. I'm not going to trade for them for Hundo. Anyway, I do not have 100% Palkia, neither do I have 100% Altered Giratina also. You guys can see all those. So I don't have every single 100% IV legendary Pokemon. Wait, come to think of it. Oh yeah, Darkrai. I was thinking why Darkrai doesn't appear, because it's a mythical Pokemon or legendary Pokemon instead. Yes, I have 2 Darkrai's. So with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I wish you guys all the best to get Hundos, Shundos, and definitely not something that is contagious in terms of the health. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, goodbye, goodbye, good.